Hello, romance readers. If you're looking for your next read and feel inspired by some of the books we've covered on Too Stupid to Live, be sure to check out TSTL's very own storefront on bookshop.org. Here, you will find a collection of books that the show has covered, as well as personal recommendations from me, Becky Feldman, the host of TSTL, who is talking to you right now. So rest assured, you don't need to worry about remembering titles or author names or having to go back into the episode catalog. Just head to bookshop.org/shop/TSTL podcast to view a collection of the books that the show has covered. That's bookshop.org/shop/TSTL podcast. Happy reading.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Hello and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and I hope you are ready for a debaucherous end of year Hanukkah Palooza blowout episode. I have no idea what I just said or what it all means, but it's all to say that I am so excited about today's episode. We are reviewing a Hanukkah romance, one of my favorite genres to really get lost in this time of year, and to be honest with you, like any time of year. And I have to say that this book today that we're reviewing was hot, 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 like hotter than the time I burned my thumbnail off trying to light a menorah. We are reviewing the contemporary romance Feast of Love by Ceri Grenelle, which is currently 99 cents and available on Kindle Unlimited. So a great miracle is happening on Kindle Unlimited. And another great miracle is happening in the form of today's guest. Writer and comedian Gilli Nissim is here to help me handle all of the hotness that is crammed into this book. And I could not have had a better guest. You're going to have such a great time listening to this. So please enjoy this review of Feast of Love. Oh my God. Gilli, welcome to Too Stupid to Live, this podcast.
Thank you, Becky. I'm sorry, the name is funny.
Oh, thank you. You know, it's so funny you say that because, like, I feel like it's been long overdue having you on the show because you have, I mean, you're a very talented writer and comedian, but you have the show We're Gross, which there's like a intersect. I see a cross between reading romance and your show. Do you know what I mean?
That's very, yes. Thank you for recognizing such a thing. I'm so impressed that people will walk up to a section in a bookstore or I guess a lot of this is now online and stuff, but like, I'm so impressed that people read this stuff and are unashamed to talk about it because it is so pornographic. Mm-hmm. and that we should not be ashamed of that. That should be out in the streets, but it's like everyone, it's horny. Even if you're not horny in your genitals, you might be horny in your heart.
Exactly. There's heart horny, which I always am.
I'm so heart horny. It's killing me.
And then there's like genital horny, which I have no control over. Like, you know what I mean?
It comes and goes. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But there is something because like I feel like you like kind of just promote the idea of being like shame free when it comes to like bodily functions, and I mean boners and farts, but like, you know, like feelings and like kind of icky feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that as well. Yeah, I think it's I do that show with Jake Jabor as well, and he is, you know, very he's half the show, but I think what got us interested is like ever since you're a little kid, you get the like everyone has a butthole, and then that just stops. Like you read the greatest, most groundbreaking work of all time, and then everything's supposed to be buttoned up and gross, and we all just like feel bad forever. And I'm partially nude in the show, and that came from me telling Jake the story that my I almost said her name. One of my good friends from high school was my friends were sexually active earlier than I was. I sucked a dick in sixth grade, the summer between sixth and seventh, and then shut it all down until I was like 20. And they were like having sex with their boyfriends or guys they were hooking up in high school. And this piece of shit told everyone that she queefed in his mouth. And it was devastating. He was on the baseball team. This is like straight up like
He
your
lost
nightmare.
his baseball job?
He lost his baseball job. No, he was on the baseball team and told all the baseball team, and like people were openly talking about having queefed. And it's one of those things where she would just like cry to us and be like, I didn't. And it's like, who cares, girl? Who cares if you did? He is a scumbag. Like, to be a little teenage twerp who got lucky enough to be in the presence of an incredible
baseball player.
No, he was lucky to be in her presence, and
That's what I meant. Yeah.
You're actually right. She was a softball player. If I just said her name,
I'll bleep it. Don't worry. Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
I will totally bleep it. Yeah, because I heard you say it and I was like, oh, yeah, Becky, bleep it. Oh my God, all good.
Thank you for catching that.
Of course.
But she, she's moved on, but it's just not my story, to reveal her.
100%. Yeah.
But that haunted me, and it didn't even happen to me. And it led me to wondering, like, is my vagina normal? Because I wouldn't know.
Right. Yeah.
I really wouldn't know. No one does. We like get dressed in locker rooms in public school and stuff, but like, I don't know, no one's, you always hear about like boys seeing each other's penises, but like there's not much to see with the vagina. It's not like sticking out per se. So I just was curious. So I wanted to do it. I wanted to be nude in front of an audience because I was like, there's a part of my brain that thinks someone might jump up like when the Hunchback of Notre Dame or Frankenstein appears and scream like, monster, kill her, and like come at me with pitchforks and flaming torches. And I don't know why I was like, this is the only way I can find out.
I love it because you're using like something that like you are like secure in performing, and then like discovering something about like you have something that you're good at to like go down like a scary route. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yes. We all, I think all like live performers like a little healthy dose of fear. Like obviously there's a level to it where it's like, this is actually like I feel sick and uncomfortable, but I think that fear is like, we're addicted to it, baby. And I'm not necessarily like that in the bedroom, like I can be a little shy.
Of course.
I need to be
different.
Yeah, it's very different. Like need to be made to feel so comfortable and so secure. I don't think I'm like unique in that, but sometimes being on stage, you get to be that more confident version of yourself that like isn't always showing up. I still am not totally certain if sex is best with two bodies slamming or more of a ride the wave and slam. And I know it's both. It's a little bit of both. And I think maybe women like to, if we can, or I should say, people with vaginas, we're actually after pretty different things when it comes down to it. Sex is a battle.
It really is. And that's what was like kind of so jarring about this book, which we'll get to.
Yes.
What is your experience like reading romance or reading erotica or just like reading in general?
I'm a huge reader. My mom and I would clear out the children's section at the Platt Branch Public Library here in Los Angeles.
Cute.
And just kept, huge reader, majored in English, and I stopped buying. I majored in political science and English, and stopped buying my textbooks except for the novels that I had to read in college. Just, always reading maybe a few books, which is a weird, like, I think it's ADD sort of like, and I can somehow finish them all. It just takes me forever because I'm doing a little bit at a time of at least two books. I decided I wanted to try out a romance novel for the first time and mistakenly trudged on over back to Platt Public Library. And it was as moist as a book could be without being wet. I was a big bathtub reader as a kid, and so
Yeah.
you know that sort of like my hair, if I just blow dry it without using a brush, like it was like a frizzy, the book gets a little crimpy. It's like,
Yes, I know exactly what I can picture, because like I've dropped books in bathtubs so many times in my life. Like
yeah, so
it's
many
like the way
times.
the paper dries. It's like I get it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think I was doing it with library books, which looking back is really rude of me. I wouldn't do that now, but it didn't occur to me. I also wanted to masturbate to it. I was like, I moved back after college and lived with my parents for a year to save up money. And like, this was my big like afternoon plan.
Love this. Love this
And
afternoon.
and so I had to like hold the book with one hand, which, you know,
Yeah,
you got to turn the page eventually, even if I'm a
sure.
slow reader. And I remember feeling like I don't want to, I'm not a germaphobe by any stretch of the imagination, but I didn't feel good about touching the book and then touching myself to like even just to turn the page. It was like used. I mean, really used. But I did find it hot. But I actually found the scenes of this little novella to be way steamier.
Same. This was the steamiest Hanukkah book I ever read. Like this, and honestly, it was I think my favorite. Okay, wait, let me just read a synopsis real quick,
Yeah.
because we got to get into this. There's so much to discuss.
You guys aren't going to believe what this book is.
Like, it's like more, honestly, it's more important than the story of Hanukkah itself, personally. But we reviewed Feast of Love, which is book 3 of the Croft Holiday trilogy by Ceri, I'm probably butchering that name, Grenelle. It's currently 99 cents. So, okay. You may say 3 blessings on the first night of Hanukkah, but there's a new trio kicking off this year's Festival of Lights. When Army, Mitch, and Leanne have a chance meeting at the Jewish Community Association, their chemistry sizzles hotter than a 5-alarm latke. But with past traumas, personal insecurities, and future uncertainties, each member of this triad has obstacles only they can overcome. And if their hearts were dreidels made of clay, are they willing to take a spin at love, or will they never be dry and ready?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That was great.
Thank you.
Oh my God, it's a Hanukkah book.
Yeah, like there were times where I was like, I forgot. I completely forgot.
It ends very Hanukkah heavy, but I straight up was like, it is so superficial that this is about Hanukkah at all. And then let's not forget, we read the third of a trilogy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you read the other two?
Did not read the other 2. I assumed that like, okay, it's his sister, it's like Army's sisters, because he's Army Croft. And I guess like just having read all of these books before, I'm like, yep, they had a love story and have a happily ever after. I don't need to know the details. Let me just get into this trio.
Let me promise any listener who was considering reading this, you'll follow along.
You'll be
just fine.
You'll be fine.
There's no, but one of the other books, or the Croft Holiday trilogy, the first one is called, or sorry, the second one is called Thankful for You, kind of boring.
Yeah.
The first one is Trick or Treat or Kiss Me.
I love that.
I was really delighted
that.
by that, and a little annoyed that the second one doesn't have as much fun.
I know. The second one sounds like too real, if that makes any sense. But
Yeah.
and like even like Feast of Love, I don't know. Like
It doesn't scream Hanukkah. Like,
no,
I
no.
guess there's a feast, but it should be festival because it's the festival of lights.
Exactly. Yeah. I have a feeling, and you could tell me if I'm totally off base here. Do you think the writer was Jewish? Like, do you...
Here, that's
Not that it
such an
matters.
interest-
Not that it matters.
Not that it
but-
matters. Okay, that's such an interesting question. I'm gonna say yes
Okay.
because why would anyone bother?
Yes, that's very true.
And another thing that stood out to me was this book culminates at the JCA,
Yeah.
where any Jew worth their salt had a JC C,
Exactly.
a center, not an association.
No. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But maybe they sent her a cease and desist. I don't know. But it culminates at the JCC where we're going to find out what's happening to the building.
Yeah, because it's like, is the building gonna be so, like, one of the members of the trio is like this rich guy named Mitch, and like he bought the building, and like we don't know what he's gonna do with it, and he like wears suits all the time and stuff.
He's the rich one, and then there's Army, who just finished going blind.
Yeah.
Which sounds so brutal to have to read 3 books as this man slowly loses his sight.
Oh man.
But that's sort of his only problem is he's blind and he's mad about it, and he has to learn how to be blind and okay with it. And then Leanne, who is in a band but doesn't want to sing her own songs.
Yeah, she's scared to share her own work. Yeah. And those are like their issues.
Those are their issues. They have inexplicably explosive sexual chemistry where not one of them ever hesitates. They know nothing about each other. And then like Mitch, the rich one, is awful to them. And then it all culminates at this building where she bothers to say, so for non-Jews, Hanukkah moves around because the Jewish calendar is different than the Roman calendar. What are we using?
I think that's Roman.
Yeah, like March is Mars. Okay.
Yeah.
So our holidays they're wild. You got to check every year where they're going to land.
Yeah.
And she bothers to say that Hanukkah, which is 8 nights, so maybe the first night of Hanukkah landed on Christmas Eve, but the Christians in town came anyway. No way, Ceri. I found that to be the greatest fiction of all, that this town is so supportive that they would give up Christmas Eve to come celebrate Hanukkah. No. Those people are obsessed with Christmas. Like, no.
Especially like I've visualized this as a small town, and I'm sorry, but like small towns, you think the Hallmark, you think whatever, they celebrate Christmas. Like, don't be a small town and celebrate Hanukkah. That's just, I say this as a Jewish person, that's just sad. That's sad.
It's sad. It's weird. And it's a total fantasy. The Jews would be giving up Hanukkah to go celebrate Christmas Eve.
Yes.
I think this year Hanukkah, sorry, I normally pronounce it with the ch.
I love this. No, this is good. This is good.
Hanukkah is on both Christmas and New Year's. It's like the worst timing.
Yeah.
Is it a big holiday for you, or was it growing up?
I mean, growing up, it was like we would celebrate it. So like my brother and I wouldn't feel like left out, when all the other kids were like getting Christmas presents. And that's like kind of what it was like for us. What about you?
So I was raised just sort of like, my parents are Israeli, which is, quite a thing at the moment. But they were like, a lot of Americanized stuff just did not get through to them. And they were openly like, it's not an important holiday. Right. It's not like our high holy days. And I'm a non-religious person, but I like my culture kind of.
Oh, me too. Yeah. I'm the same way. Yeah.
It's Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah. Like, it is, Hanukkah is like really not an important holiday. It's just it equated with Christmas because of the proximity, and then people started doing presents. So it's like, but my dad loved it because our name is in one of the prayers. Nissim means miracles. And we're on the dreidel, and we played it with a great miracle happened here, because we used, that's what my parents grew up saying.
Yeah.
And so like we always like get really excited when it's like She'asan Nissim Lavotenu, like we're in there, man. It's pretty freaking cool.
High five each other.
So it's like that it didn't actually mean anything other than that. So it is like so funny to me. This woman has to be Jewish because she wanted to live in a world where everyone's excited to celebrate Hanukkah.
Yes.
It was also funny in those ending scenes where it was just like, they're all Jewish. But then suddenly she's like, but Army's not that Jewish. And then Mitch was explaining Hanukkah to Army, which is like, he's blind, but he is Jewish. Like, he knows this stuff.
Yeah.
His sisters are named Nettie and Ofi, and you're telling me
Hmm.
he's not that Jewish?
Yeah, and like he has a membership at the JCA.
Yeah.
he's a card, he has a key card, or however you get into the at JCA. Like he knows. Like
He
all you had to do
knows.
is just watch an episode of Rugrats and you know the story of
Good episode. But it just made me really appreciate, like, let's not think too hard. This book is not about
Yes.
thinking too hard. This is about
Hmm.
enjoyment. And she just wanted to explain the prayers to the
Hmm.
reader and found a quick and easy way to do it.
Yeah,
And it was great.
it was great. And like, here's the thing: I think this was one of my favorite Hanukkah books, even though I don't know if I think the writer is Jewish. It doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't matter.
Ooh, your jury's still out for you.
Yeah, my
Mm.
only thought, and this is the one reason, and this is gonna make no sense, but like at the end when they're, again, I'm cutting to the end, they all make up, blah 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 blah, but then you have like the wise rabbi, beforehand, kind of come in, give them advice. He like. I don't know, like Army swears or someone swears, and the rabbi's like, don't swear. And Army's like, I heard you swear before. And he's like, that's because I dropped the Torah in a
In
punch bowl.
Tiny Torah or the biggest punch bowl of all time?
I have been thinking about this nonstop.
I highlighted that too. The rabbi was like somehow there to fix everything and also be comedic relief. Like he just really came in and did a lot.
Yeah, a lot of heavy lifting.
A
Yeah.
lot of heavy lifting. That is so a Torah is
Mhm.
a big ass scroll.
Yeah, and
It
it
is
doesn't leave the sanctuary.
well, you parade it around, right? Is
Mhm.
it Simchat Torah? So it's like
Yeah. Hmm.
it goes on a little parade
Hmm.
once a year at least. I don't know. It's been
Yeah.
a long time since I've been to temple, but
Hmm.
my niece and nephew just started, and they're actually half and half. They're
Hmm.
both maybe not half and half. That's a stupid thing to say. They're both going to be raised Jewish and to celebrate Christmas,
Hmm. Right,
not
right. Yeah.
Christian, but just
Hmm.
Christmas should be its own religion. Like you don't have
I
to do
Yeah,
the
I
whole
think
thing.
Christmas has now become just like it's like Halloween, where it's like
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
non-denominational.
1,000%. But they like the way they like inaugurated, they like kicked off Hebrew school was letting them all hold it and run around. So maybe
Wow.
they're getting a little loosey-goosey, but it's really
Okay.
heavy. So in that way I could see, but also if you drop it on the floor to our non-Jews, you got to bury it.
Yeah, it's a sin. Like it's a sin if you drop it. And just
Yeah.
you say so okay, so I just like and but the thing is, and then there's a punch bowl. Like it's the punch of it too. Like so were you just like going to someone's house with the Torah? I again, this does not
Yeah.
matter.
Was there an
Doesn't matter.
open punch bowl in the middle of the synagogue? Like, Rabbi, what is
Yeah.
happening?
Did someone be like, hey, in my bat mitzvah, I'm gonna serve punch, so there's gonna be a punch bowl on the bima? Like
Yeah.
what is the circumstance here? How big is this Torah? And you're right. How big is this punch bowl? That's like all that's the number one thing I've been thinking about. Besides the hot sex, is that.
How many Hanukkah books have you read?
Okay. So they have been like coming up and have been expanding over the years. I usually
Wow.
read like one or two Hanukkah books like around this time of year. I feel like obviously there's way more Christmas books than there are Hanukkah books, and I think that like when people were like, what if there was a Hanukkah book? It kind of read like a Christmas book, but like there was copy replaced with just
Yes.
Hanukkah. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. And that is what people want.
Hmm.
I think some people who love Christmas want to believe that for us
Yeah.
out of like ignorance, but also
Yes.
it's like coming from a really good place. Like they're like, but
Hmm.
you must love this too, right? You have your own version because it's the only time I'm ever happy. Like,
Yeah.
it's very desperate, but I
Yeah.
appreciate it. And
Hmm.
yeah, it really was like if the other holidays in her trilogy are Halloween and Thanksgiving, it kind of makes sense because Hanukkah is more of a minor holiday. So it's like, yeah, she should do like an Arbor Day
Hmm.
and a
Yes.
Flag Day,
Yes.
fucking on Flag Day.
Now that would be that's her patriotic duty, I think.
Yeah, keep going with the minor holidays.
Yeah. it's like, okay, we got to talk about these three characters. We mentioned Army a little bit. Can we talk about Leanne for a second?
Yeah.
First, we meet her. We need to talk about her job. I think let's go there. When we first meet her, she is the lifeguard and janitor at the JCA.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Excuse me, sorry, the nighttime lifeguard and janitor.
Okay, hang on, which is fine. I mean, I love this for her. So that I find very stressful. Like if I am a lifeguard, I will be staring at the pool, eyes on this pool, never leaving. I will not get up to go vacuum someone's office. Like that
No.
is really irresponsible on the JCA's behalf.
And my best guess is our wonderful, fearless author wanted them to be the only ones in there, so it had to be nighttime.
Right.
But genuinely, it could have just been like they were the only ones in the pool.
Yeah.
I do not understand why it was nighttime. Also, she plays in a band. She needs her nights free and a day job.
I have a feeling she doesn't want to really be in the band.
No, she doesn't.
Did not get levels. I did not get like levels of commitment from her. And I'm like, Leanne, you're letting your band members down.
I was very impressed with her ability to just not feel left out.
Yes.
I feel like in a threesome where it's mixed sex, like you are outnumbered. So I think I might wonder every once in a while, like, are you equally attracted to me? Am I just sort of like, are you guys together and I'm the third wheel?
Right. Yeah.
I did in high school get drunk with, I had hooked up with this kid, because we were both kids. I was house sitting for a friend and I invited this guy that I wrote on the newspaper with, and he came over and we made out and I sucked his dick. We were very drunk. And then the next night we invited this other, I keep almost saying names of people when I'm telling fully sexual stories.
We'll bleep it out. Yeah.
Thank you. We invited another friend from newspaper who I was also in Girl Scouts with. And she came over and we were like, in the hot tub, we were getting drunk again. And then we got into the bathtub, which was like really hard for three lanky adults.
A standard size bathtub. Like,
yes. Like the kind where if I was in it alone, I would have to choose between my upper body and my lower body being wet. They cannot be both at the same time.
Okay, so this is
so we're like
bath.
sideways. Okay. We're side saddling three side by side. And then I realized it was starting to get sexy again. And I, to this day, cannot tell if I ran away from a threesome or if I lingered way too long while two people were trying to hook up.
Wow, that is a mystery for the ages.
A true mystery we will never know. And, I was, to be fair, 17 years old. And, if that happened now, I'd probably still be like, whoa.
Yeah.
But, she really takes it in stride, and they all do. But I feel like it was a little harder on Leanne being the lone female in that throuple.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the only other thing we know about her is that she is physically small.
Yes, and I think has brown hair or something.
She has brown hair and brown eyes, and her hair is curly. And at one point, I highlighted this when she, I think when Mitch first lays eyes on her here at the big event that fixes it all, she is described as her hair being in curls and braids.
Yes.
And that I'm confused by.
Again, like, does this author even have curly hair?
Does she even know? That would look like you'd have bald patches, because like your curls are nice and full, but then a braid is like really like minimizing the volume.
Exactly. And it's like, it's very weird. As a curly hair person, it's very weird to like suddenly braid your hair. Like for me, like just like it's you look incredibly different. You know what I mean? Just in terms of hair volume.
You're losing a lot of shape.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the way I drew my mom growing up was a circle for the face and then big circles around for the hair.
Yes.
And when she started straightening her hair, we literally didn't know how to draw her anymore. And that, I'm like literally not kidding. We all were like, how do we draw mom now? This doesn't look like her. This is nobody. This is anybody.
What happened after that? Did she go back to curly, or was
She went
like,
back to curly, and it was a
That's
process.
nice.
And you
Really
don't
good.
always get them back, you know, but
I know, because sometimes they can grow back weird after you like permanently straighten
yeah,
it.
but I'm really happy to report we're back to big circles for hair
I'm
again.
so glad you're still coloring pictures of your mom.
Peace has been restored.
Oh, yes. A great miracle happened once again in your house.
The Nissims, we never stop with the miracles,
Yeah.
baby. But yeah, it's like Leanne was so understanding, and like she just
Mhm.
that's the only way I could possibly define her.
Exactly. She had so much confidence for, I always assume everyone's 28. I don't know if I got an age in there, but like they're whatever. And I think you're right. Like, I think that it's like I liked it, but I was like, why? When, again, she, like, no one was questioning except for Mitch. Like, this is weird, right? Not this is weird. Triads, thruples are all great, but like none of them were just like, okay, like let's like the sex stuff was worked out right away. And I feel like there's like, I think in real life you would need like a meeting of like, I need this, I need that. Not, you know what I mean? And not that that's not sexy, but it was just like kind of insane how like they just knew what each other wanted. They knew aftercare like right away.
They were so horny for each other. To me, I did love it. I found that to be the escape, right? Because like they were so horny for each other, everything fell into place, and like I would love to feel that.
Yes.
But
yeah,
her song at the end, so she is willing to play with a band and sing covers, but the big finale, when she sings a song, it's melancholy, it's catchy, and it's about a girl singing in the hallway is what we get about the song, which I guess she's doing at the beginning of the book when she is on her shift being a nighttime lifeguard and janitor.
Yeah.
It's like, that sounds like a bad song, girl.
Yeah, like it's like you were fucking two men and you didn't write a song about that?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, you have the best fodder. Like, I love him and I also love him. Like, I love them both. Like, and
You're
you
writing lyrics right there. Him.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so good. Her, and him. She and him again. It is insane that she has that amazing material. And she goes with like, I like to dance in hallways. It's nuts.
It's nuts. I want to talk about like their initial meet cute. Like basically like they think the blind one is drowning, they save him, blah blah blah. What did you think of like that kind of sequence of like the initial meet cute, the initial kind of touching when they realize they're all like sexually attracted to each other?
It was really hot. And even so, like, part of my brain was like, this is so stupid. The part of my brain that was like, this is so hot was comfortably overriding my stupid alarm. And my horny brain knows the code for how to shut off my stupid alarm, let's just say.
Yes. I am 100% with you on that. Yes.
Yeah, it was, as we've been saying, like, they are so overcome with sexual attraction to each other, they immediately start touching and like grinding, but decide to not have sex because Army is a little unsure, I think.
Yeah, I thought it was like he was drunk. He kind of drowned a little bit. Is a threesome a little too much?
You're right.
But
that was the right call.
But it was like, I really did want them to start hooking up then, or just like do something, like not like full like penetration or whatever. But I did think just the way it was written about the close proximity of like them feeling their bodies on each other. I'm like, this is hot.
It was very hot. Again, like reached the confidence they all reached for each other. They literally don't know each other at all at this point, and they continue to not know each other. At the end of the book, at the big event at the JCA, Mitch, for absolutely no gain, like in a complete charitable act, invests 40 million into expanding the JCA, and the other two go, 40 million? Are you rich? And he's like, yeah, I'm rich. Like they don't know him at all.
No, and they've been to his apartment, and while he does say this is just a filler place, I'm going to build my house. If you had $40 million, you're not renting a run-of-the-mill apartment.
No, and I think it even sounded, if she didn't describe it rich, the way she was describing his suits, it was like, this is a nice place. Like you don't need to constantly tell me that he's rich. You set it up with his like a nice car. He clearly invests in buildings.
Yeah. Like you can tell someone's rich by what they're wearing, what they're driving,
Yeah.
Do you know who they are?
What is his job, would you say? Because I think at some point the author even makes a joke about not knowing what his job is. And as far as I could tell, it's he buys existing buildings and puts more money into those existing buildings and then opens them again. But he has failed at it in the past.
Yes. It sounds like he house flips, but for himself.
Yeah.
And like he house flips himself.
But also it's for corporate buildings. Like it's not for homes.
Like homes. Yeah, like he he takes corporations, invests a lot of money to fix up the home or fix up the corporation, and then just reopens the corporation, and somehow that makes more money.
Yeah. So I would like to broach the assault, if that's okay.
Absolutely, 100%. I do want to broach it as well. That's part of his backstory. Yes.
Yeah. So they have the perfect, steamy, unself-conscious love, but the only thing that's getting in the way is an assault Mitch experienced in another town where he was trying to reopen another building.
Yes.
And it's really sad. He was betrayed by his lover, and that person's family, for being gay, nearly killed him, left him for dead, and he never got the land or the building again.
Yeah, the thing fell through.
Yeah, and that causes him to push Army and Leanne away. And the rabbi at the end, at the big event at the JCA, finally reveals this to Army and Leanne as a way of saying, like, you must forgive him for pushing you away because he has this backstory he wasn't willing to tell you for some reason.
Yeah.
And he does the thing where he's like telling Mitch's story, but pretends like it's about someone else. Of like, there once was a little boy. And it's like, okay, he's talking about Mitch. He's just not saying his name. And then he's like, there once was a little boy who was very successful at business. Maybe he was a lawyer, something or other. And so she's literally making a joke of like, he's rich. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't even describe it herself.
Right. Yeah. And the thing is that it's not that I needed it.
I don't care.
Like, I don't care either. Like, like he's making his money. I don't need it.
He's rich and he reopens existing buildings.
Yeah. Like, and $40 million is so much money. Is hilariously a lot of money.
Much money. I am maybe just now realizing, because she does make this reference. Is it all because of the story of Hanukkah and how the temple gets something?
Yes. They try to do like a correlation between, like, the story of Hanukkah is that they rebuild, the temple gets rebuilt. And then the story of Hanukkah is like the thing lasted 8 nights, blah, 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 blah. And it's all about rebuilding. And so basically, I think she's saying that Mitch is like a modern day Maccabee, if you will. Taking over spirit of Halloweens and redoing them into being better spirit of Halloween stores.
Yeah, he is the Jewish Halloween spirit
exactly.
Halloween store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. She's good.
She's good. Like, it was really interesting to kind of like, I was like, oh, I never thought about the story like that way. But it
No,
is.
man.
Yeah.
That's
Religious.
really funny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was present throughout. It wasn't
Hmm.
just a totally random background.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't just like, oh, look at this correlation, like blah, blah, blah. Like, it's like, okay, there is something there. Um, hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I when they have like their first sex scene, um, it's like it's that Army gets really drunk and wasted, and they take him back to rich guy's stand-in apartment. And he
Hmm.
sleeps it off. They all sleep over, and then the next morning is when things really heat up.
Hmm.
I loved that scene, particularly the double blowjob. I loved the
Hmm.
double blowjob.
Her descriptions of Army and Mitch's penises.
Hmm.
From my understanding, Mitch has girth and Army's sounded so long,
Yes.
or maybe I'm getting them flipped.
Hmm.
It sounded upsetting how long. And she like took great pains to be like, but it's also girthy. It's big,
Yeah.
it's also big and long,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
it is more long. Mitch's is more wide than Army's is wide, but Army's is more long than Mitch's is long.
Exactly. Yeah. And she would like describe them as being wooden logs. And like, I understand there's woodies and I understand logs, but like together,
Hmm.
it's it sounded weird. I don't know. It just read as weird to me.
It,
I liked
it,
it. Yeah.
yeah, I think I would have a lot of trouble coming up with like synonyms for
Hmm.
penis, dick, hog.
Oh my God.
Like,
100%. Yeah, yeah,
but yeah, she does log and pole.
yeah. Hmm. Paul, yeah.
And
Hmm.
she
Hmm.
really also likes describing the two men at different points grinding their boners into each other's butts.
Yes, they love that.
Leanne's as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it super steamy. Again, like
Hmm.
I want to like pick it apart and like let it be silly, but it's like, damn, it was just really hot and fun to read. And
Hmm.
this was the point where I was like, okay, it's not a fluke because their meeting is steamy. This book
Hmm.
is not a letdown. Like,
No, it delivers. And like I think it kind of like gets really like gets very detailed, which is nice. And I think it gets detailed in terms of like they like I you don't for me, you don't usually see a lot of romances where they're like get lube or like I'm
mhm.
gonna do aftercare and like massage your butt so you're like, feeling better or whatever. And it's like that stuff's in it and I'm like that's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
It's very beautiful, but now that you're bringing up aftercare,
Well, we have that. Yeah, yeah,
unfortunate.
which is devastating.
I okay, this trigger warning.
Hmm.
Did he so Mitch is pushing they've am I skipping ahead?
Oh no,
Should I
you are good. This
okay.
is good. This is good.
So they've had a few sexual encounters now.
Hmm. Hmm.
They are all fully like, I love this stranger. Like,
Yeah,
which I would too if we were fucking like that. I
a
mean,
hundred
you better
percent. Yeah,
believe.
don't know their
Uh,
last name, but I love
no,
them.
don't
Yeah.
need to know.
Hmm.
They uh Mitch has decided to end it because he has not revealed his traumatic past
Hmm.
and he is scared. He is traumatized and scared that if the small town knows that they are a thruple with gay
Hmm.
uh, same sex components,
Hmm.
that something bad will happen to him or something bad will happen to his lovers, which is,
Hmm.
he claims, his worst fear. So he's ready to push them away,
Hmm.
but instead is too horny
Yes.
and they have sex. And it's clear that it's very, very good, but then ends badly. And I was unclear on if it ended badly because it's horrible that Mitch like fucked Army too roughly,
Mm.
or it was horrible because they fucked roughly, but it was all welcome. But then Mitch did the offense of not going to get him a towel.
That's what I thought it was.
Okay, because
Yeah.
that is so much less upsetting than the first one.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
And
yeah.
okay, so this helps me so much because the
Okay.
rabbi was saying, like, forgive him. Leanne was ready to forgive him. And I was like, I don't think we should be forgiving him. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
and like Army says, like, for how you fucked me. And
Mm-hmm.
so okay, the fact that it's just that he didn't get him a towel, which is completely rude.
Thank you. Yeah. I honestly like, and I think it's also like, it's extra rude because of like the blindness of it all. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, it's like kind of like, not that that's like holding his character back or anything, but it's just like part of like when you're with someone, like part of aftercare is being attuned to all of their needs no matter what they are. And if
Mhm.
like your needs just like in some case like happen could be like very like hurt you if you can't see, like that to me is horrifying. It's horrifying.
It's so horrifying, but it was sort of approaching like not, lack of consent
Yeah.
in
Mm-hmm.
the other way I read it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes. Yeah.
but I
Mm-hmm.
did also start to realize when they talked about it later that Leanne is sort of like, she doesn't say like, because you didn't get him a towel, but it's like that you didn't care for him afterwards. So I was
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Yeah, that's
oh,
what it was. Yeah.
okay, that's so much better.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
if
my God. Yeah, that would have been awful if it
I
was
was
just like,
really shocked that we were ending on that note and
yeah.
that the rabbi was like, whatever it is, forgive him. And the book was going to be like, yeah, you should forgive someone if they say they're sorry after. Okay, this
Right.
is great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's like not only was he the one who needed the care, Armin was the one who needed the care.
Hmm.
We're at Mitch's house. He knows where the towels are.
Yes. Yes. He's a
And
bad
Army
host.
is blind and
Hmm.
cannot, like, he's only been in this space one other time, hung
Hmm.
over.
Yes.
Like it is wrong times 1,000.
It is wrong on so many levels. Like even if sex wasn't involved, if someone is in your house and they
Mhm.
need a towel, you get them a towel.
You get them a fucking towel.
Yeah.
You, you're
Regardless.
you're a monster. It's it's actually so funny to me though because again, aftercare is important. Everyone should do it
Hmm.
and treat it like it's the same as letting someone penetrate you or you
Right.
them.
Hmm.
But it's really funny that they're all like, and you did it. It feels almost like Larry David at an orgy, like
Yes. Yes.
you didn't bring me the towel.
Yes. Yes.
Which is the level of complaint we want for them to end up happily ever after. So,
Absolutely. And the thing, and
right.
what I liked about it is that, like, no one was like, get over the towel. They were like, yeah, it was bad. He didn't get you a towel. And he's like, I didn't get you a towel. I am
Yeah.
sorry.
I
You
am
know?
crying to you. I am spilling my guts finally. I will never not get you a towel again.
And he told the rabbi, wait, did he tell the rabbi about this? I don't know.
He seems to have at least told the rabbi that he was in love with them,
Okay.
which is like,
Hmm.
first step. That they also, okay, what do you think about their react? So Mitch wants the relationship to be kept a secret. That's his
Yes.
first request in
Hmm.
his like, okay, I'm traumatized. I can't tell them about it yet. I don't want
Yeah.
to.
Hmm.
So he asked them to keep it a secret.
Hmm.
How do you feel about that? And how do you feel about their reaction?
I have a whole essay about this. Like, okay, we don't really get kind of how the relationship is evolving outside of the bedroom in this
Hmm.
book. We
Hmm.
don't see, and that's which is fine. That is absolutely fine. We don't see kind of like, do they trust each other when it comes to a conversation or just like hanging out, or like if they, I don't know, like need someone to pick them up from the airport, like kind of the mundane
Yeah.
relationship things, right? And so they only hooked up like twice. And he was like, I don't want to tell anyone yet. Hanukkah is like, what, next week? I'm like, that's fine. Like, there are people who have been dating other people for years and haven't told other people. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I
relax.
felt the same. They literally don't know if they like the same food. Like
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
no information. There's a little bit of like Leanne and Army live in the same town, so they're like
Hmm.
sort of aware of each other. Like Leanne sort of is aware of Army's sisters, who raised him like mothers because his parents are dead.
Yeah.
Like, so she like vaguely knows that, but they really don't know if their personalities mesh at all.
Yeah.
I get, again, if I had sex like that, I think I would be like, we're married now.
Yeah.
Like, and not only with one person, but with two people, like two absolute miracles have occurred.
Yes.
I guess we're married and we figure out the rest after the ink has dried on the marriage certificate.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
But their reaction is so funny of like, what do you mean you don't want? It's like, you didn't even know this person a day ago.
Yeah.
You can wait a week. And being kept a secret, I do have friends that that's happened to. I think that would break me. I mean, it would. I wouldn't be able to, you know, I've already said I need to feel secure. Like that would not fly. Like, you know, I don't know when that starts to be weird, but this is not in the time frame that it's weird.
Yeah, like I feel like they were easily in a stage where he just could have been like, I just wanted to keep it between us for these first few weeks. You know what I mean? And they would be like, yeah, cool, that's fine, because I like that too, because I'm a normal human. And then it just like felt like Army and Leanne were like married to him, like after having sex with him twice, and like expected everything, and just were like, I can't believe you would do this after all these hours I've been with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were talking about love before they were talking about like, are you my boyfriend or girlfriend?
Yeah.
And then they get their wish that, you know, it's nice that Mitch holds their hands in front of all of the Jews and also Christians on Christmas Eve and also Hanukkah.
Yeah.
That, you know, that was cute. It was very cheesy, but it was cute and we wanted it. But then they are like fully making out. My parents are there. If my sisters are there, I'm not making out. You're barely getting a peck. I can be a real freak after my family's gone. But that was like, there's like adults or like older senior citizens and children. That was, or maybe the children already left because that was specified that there's a time for children to be there and not.
Right. But like, I feel like it's weird. It's weird in this situation when you're like, I just bought a building. I'm saving you. Let's light the candles. I forgive you, or I'm sorry to my lovers. And then they just like are making, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's a lot in one night. It's a lot in one place.
Yeah. But, you know, if they wanted to go public, they sure did.
Yeah, they did it like in a very funny way. You know, you do it when you light the candles of the menorah and say all of the prayers.
So many prayers, like paragraphs.
Yeah, that was another reason why I was like, oh, is this a copy paste of the, you know?
You're suspicious. Yeah.
Right? And so which is fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You're not mad. It's fine.
I'll allow it.
Jewish if she wants.
Yeah, she'll be. I'll allow it. It is fine. There was a very relatable part, and I have never had a three-way before, but I don't know, and so I don't know why I'm calling this relatable, but I find it relatable when Army during sex accidentally calls Leanne's pussy her cock. You know what I mean? Like he gets kind of mumbled in the head. I was like, I relate to that.
I would do that for sure. I have had some threesomes, and it was two women and a man each time. I didn't personally make that mistake, but I did. The third time I did it with this, it was like the same two people. I realized that I was getting kind of bored. I found that the guy was repeating. It made me feel I was very attracted to this woman.
Yeah.
And it made me, because we had done like, it was at the same place. It was at, it was the same three of us. And there was a pattern. It made me start to feel, and I could be wrong, that me and this woman were both meant to be doing it for his gaze.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of, and I have other reasons like to feel that way. And so I started to go like, this is actually boring. Despite it being the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me, I personally am not, my body's not in it. And I started thinking about wanting to go home and what I would eat and how nice it would be to sit next to my dog on the couch. And as soon as dog entered my head, I went, I'm going to leave. They're going to be so weirded out by this. And they're going to talk about me when I go, but it's going to help them bond and they can keep fucking. And if I can do that for them, I'll be so happy. And I knew if I was going to leave, I had to leave quick because I didn't want to be asked like, what's wrong? Can you stay? We can just hang out. I needed all the way out.
Yeah.
So I just like popped up and I'm already grabbing my like clothes and shoes saying like, guys, everything is fine. Do not worry about me. I am going to go.
I love
so I'm out the door. I am out of the apartment building. I am calling my Uber when I realize I left my glasses.
Oh, no.
I fucking left my glasses at the three-way. It was a pair I really liked. And I was like, I am not going back.
You didn't go back and get your glasses?
No, and I had to go so close to my Uber to make sure it was the right license plate.
Oh, no.
I walked up like I was like reading fine print. But my vision isn't that bad. It was just sort of like, you know, if I were driving my car, I do have a backup pair in my car.
Okay. Yeah, because that's so anxiety inducing.
Yeah, I would have, unless it was my phone or my house keys, I would have done almost anything to not go back in there.
Sure.
And the guy did do a little bit of a like, you know, like, we'll have to plan a fun time for you to come back and get your glasses. No, didn't ever get those glasses back.
Yeah.
So I think I could have easily called a vagina a cock. Easy peasy. I mean, I was pretty scatterbrained. Let's just say that.
It's so hard. Like, I feel like sometimes when I am with two other people, even like, you know, and they're just talking, I feel like a third wheel. And to do something, I don't know, like I feel like I would just be like kind of just, I'm too self-conscious that I would just like be like saying words and saying this, and like I would accidentally call someone's like cock a lampshade. Like I like just like I wouldn't I would get everything wrong.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good point. I am interested in the idea of, I don't know, a throuple, but I'm interested in the idea of like having a life partner and then people, probably strangers, get sort of like introduced. That is genuinely like I'm looking to see if I could do, I'm open to that being something that I do for at least a period of time with my life. 3 is the worst number to be permanently saddled with. Theme parks, out of the question. You are constantly, someone is sitting next to the like weird third child in a family where mom and dad are together, the other 2 kids are together, and this bozo's now sitting with you.
Exactly.
Like, what do you do if you're at a restaurant and you can't do a 2 top?
No.
Do you want to sit next to someone on one side of the booth, or do you want to sit across from the 2?
Yeah.
What would you do at the booth?
I mean, it's a power thing for me. Like, I would think, like, you know, because I do think it's a power play when it's one person sitting and 2 other people sitting in front of you. There's just something about the triangle of power there. And so I would like, honestly, like I would need to sit alone and have 2 people face me.
Me too.
In order to feel more secure.
I don't know exactly why that's more powerful, because it almost looks like you're being interviewed or like interrogated, or they're a couple and you're just sitting there feeling that cold breeze of being alone on the other side of the booth. But I would choose that every time, I think.
Absolutely. Because I think, like, you know, and this is a throuple. So it's like, this is a triad. So they're going to be looking at you. But yes, if it's like you're like on someone else's date and they're like lovey-dovey and you're just like there, like, I hate that. I hate that feeling no matter what. Like, that's terrible, you know?
Yeah. I have like joked about myself that I am a professional third wheel. I am the third child. But my older sisters are twins, so it's like not just the normal third child scenario. And then growing up, I joined a lot of existing duos, and I
Okay.
do it to this day. I'm very good. I won best friends in the yearbook with my two. I mean, I have more best friends than that, and so it's a stupid title. But they were best friends since they were babies, and I joined in middle school.
Right.
So like I truly am so good at attaching myself to trios, but there's this feeling always that like I'm a little bit outside it, even though I feel totally welcomed in, and I think people like me as much as they like their older friend or the friend they've had for longer. There's always that little bit where you're like, you guys are fused together and I'm attached with a bit of glue. Like, you know,
I mean, I hear you. But it sounds like, yeah, you have those thoughts, but you don't let it like take away from the relationship in and of itself, which is very admirable.
that's so nice. Yes, those relationships all still exist and they're very strong. But the fantasy of this book is that the three of them are so equally horny
Yeah.
and compassionate for like it is a true three-way split.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Like
How great.
it's like, because like I feel like I would. It doesn't seem like they did, sometimes they kissed and sometimes they jerked each other off when the other person wasn't in the room, sure. But like when it got like for sex, they was like, we all three have to be here. And I was like, I appreciate that rule. Like they had like, I'm assuming they had rules that they didn't talk about, wasn't in the book, but it just seemed like, oh, the three of us are here. You know what I mean?
Yes, the PDA outside of their sexual encounters was pretty minimal.
Yes.
Or it would be happening on the way to a sexual encounter where it's like, yeah, no, they really were so good at everyone had a job to do. Part of Army's character is that he is very vocal and bossy.
Loved.
Which I loved. And they were like, is it because you're blind? Are you bossy because you're blind? And he was like, I was like this before.
Yeah. Yeah, his dick is girthy or long, whichever one.
Long.
Yeah, long. He has a long dick. Of course, he's
but
the
not
boss.
not
Yeah.
girthy. Not girthy.
Right. Oh, of course not.
But his is
No.
the long one, yes.
Yeah.
But that was very hot to me too. Like being told what to do, especially if you're standing there with two different bodies and it's like, what do I do? Like we need someone to be take the lead. Take the control.
Yeah.
Dictate the roles, and no one was ever like left just standing there like naked and alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like if they were like not involved in a specific act, they were still involved. Like, if he was fucking her, like the other one was like rubbing her clit or like, you know what I mean? And like, so it was just like, it wasn't just about like having a penis in a butt or a penis in a vagina. It was like about like the full body three experience. And I was like, this is actually beautiful.
Yeah. That one, I feel like it was the second sex encounter where they sort of, so this book is so great because everyone has a problem.
Yep.
Everyone's problem gets fixed.
Yep.
And everyone has a starring moment in the sexual encounters. And that was the one where we really got to hear about Leanne and her vagina.
Yes.
And it was sexy.
I loved that scene. Yeah. This, it almost was like, do you ever read like werewolf books or like paranormal books where like there are characters who are like in heat or like
no.
They had this like, it felt like they had this animalistic sexual desire, and maybe this is because I am dead inside, but it felt like they're like they were like possessed by this like sexual spirit that like but in a good way, like, and they had no control over their body in a good way, and like they just like needed each other, and it's like the movements they were doing is like they were in control but they were not in control, and they were just like so horny, and I'm like, it feels magical, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
It did feel magical. I totally get what you're saying. I have read werewolf books but not in heat books, which I'm going to ask for a recommendation.
I will tell you what I am into right now. Oh my God, yes. I got Rex. Don't worry.
But yeah, it did feel like they were possessed. And that was what I was like jealous of. Is like it had there was no doubt. There were no intrusive thoughts. There were no like
Yes.
distractions. It really was just like one track of like, I need this, and it's
Hmm.
exactly what you need me to do.
Yeah.
And what I need is the horniest thing for you to watch.
Yes.
And it was just all just very good.
It was so good. It was so good. Oh my God. I am so glad you enjoyed this book, by the way. It makes me so happy.
Oh yeah.
Um, okay. I'm gonna ask you for final thoughts and a rating. So for this
Ooh.
rating, we have 8 candles on a menorah. One 1 out of 8 means you hated it. 8 out of 8 means you loved it. Feel free to use the shamash as a candle and do 9 out of 8 because that's my rating. I loved this book. I thought
Ooh.
it really delivered. Like I feel like there's like the ratio of story to sex was like really good, and it wasn't like this, and the sex wasn't like compromised on. I thought it was like I don't know. It was just like it was like Hanukkah needs to be hornier, and this book leads the way, and I'm glad it exists.
I, while I agree with you on all points,
Hmm.
because I'm a skeptically low rater,
Of course,
I
yeah.
haven't read other books. I don't have enough of I want to give it a 7. I want to give it a 7 out of
That's a
8.
great score.
And only because I'm not as well versed in this genre. So I'm like, I need somewhere to go for,
Hmm.
but maybe nothing can top this. And I will then
Yeah.
retroactively email you and ask for you to please, at least for yourself, strike my 7 for an 8.
Hmm.
I highlighted some parts, and
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let a few of those be my final thought, if
Okay.
that's okay.
Absolutely.
We already touched on this, but Army felt his cock fly free, bouncing with stiffness. He probably wasn't as thick as Mitch, but there was significant
Mm.
length to it.
Okay. So same square footage.
There's also, do you want Army's long dick inside of you?
Hmm.
So
Okay. So army's long. Okay.
Army is long.
Hmm.
I'm just quickly seeing if I have any other highlighted. I think I was really just sort of taken by like, wow, she's really, oh, Leanne's band
Hmm.
has a fun reggae rendition of 99 Red Balloons.
Yes. Oh my God. I saw that, which was very funny.
Do you think it's the German version or English?
I mean, I'm assuming English.
Um, oh, I think it was a little bit weird how many times when they were having sex that she mentioned that like Army was a little bit to the right or left of wherever he
Hmm.
was.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, he can like you can move slowly enough that you can feel your way and not land in the wrong spot. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
he's blind. We get it.
Yeah, yeah. It was like nice, but it's like also like yeah, it was a little much. It was like, oh, are we getting out of the zone by you like kind of being a nurse in a way? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But another, I'm sorry, you
Please,
don't
because
have
I
to.
have some lines too that I'm
Okay,
like,
good.
this was insane.
One of Army's sisters' kid is named Danny, and then it's revealed that it is short for the Game of Thrones character Daenerys.
Yes.
Um, just absolutely for no reason at
Yeah,
all.
and they like have the joke of like, oh, she's gonna grow because whatever, like they're like, oh, she's gonna be so messed up when she grows up, and it's like, wait, was this in the other books or something? Like it just
Right.
like felt like it was funny. It was funny, and I'm glad it's there. But yeah, it felt very random.
It was also so jarring to get that like any cultural reference because it's pretty plainly written. Like
Hmm.
we don't get into too many details about what anyone's doing, eating, wearing, the building
Right.
design. Like, so suddenly it's like, oh, we are in a world where Game of Thrones exists. Okay.
Yeah, it's like we're in a world where Game of Thrones exists, but there's no JCCs, they're JCAs,
They're
and it's
JCAs,
hard to wrap your brain around.
and there's a job where you buy existing buildings and then open them again as the buildings that they already were. Um, Another quote, I think it's Army or Mitch. I don't give a shit about anything besides fucking you into the ground right now.
That's Saltburn shit.
Um, Take my cock out. It's thick and hard as hell. followed shortly after with, put that thick thing inside her.
Mm-hmm.
He knew what that big, thick thing could do to a woman. She calls it a thing a lot.
Yeah.
It's pole.
Mm-hmm.
What was one you said?
Pole, it's wood log. Just those two
Log.
words together just made me think of like a beaver in Lady and the Tramp, but that's neither here nor there.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna end on a quote from the rabbi who
Okay.
comes right in at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
He notices that Leanne is like, she's upset because Mitch was rude to them and she doesn't know how things are going to end up. And the rabbi says, darling, you're about as fine as my mother was when her challah bread didn't come out of the oven looking perfect. She'd throw a fit. Then remember she'd made 2 spares. Love that woman.
What?
Like really funny asides in between the like really explicit sexual encounters. That's what the book
Exactly.
is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Re
Things. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Rededicating is the word that I couldn't remember.
Okay.
That happens to the temple
Yeah.
in the story of Hanukkah, and then
Okay.
he is rededicating the JCA. Okay.
Got it. Okay. I mean, that's nice. Like he did his research. It's appropriate for the celebration.
Mhm.
Here is something that I liked. This is the first time I ever read these 3 words together. Snug, slick, pussy. Now I've read slick pussy and I've read pussy, but snug. I'm like that snug for I that's the first time I ever heard a pussy called snug before, and I'm like, interesting.
Yeah,
I have to think about this. Yeah.
it's an synonym, I think, for tight
Absolutely. Yeah.
and snug feels sort of a little less annoying to me.
I hear you. I absolutely hear you. Like when I think snug, I think I am getting into a made bed and I'm safe.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's safe. I guess I think snug I equate with safe. And I'm like, her vagina's safe.
Yeah, snug and snuggle
Yes.
are different,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it also sounds like snail. Um, her snaily, slimy pussy, like
Slimy pussy.
yeah, that's a unique way to describe a vagina.
It really is.
Snug as a
Yeah.
bug in a rug in a pussy.
Yeah. It's cute and hot, and I don't know how to feel it. I love it. And then finally, there was a time when they were like, it was like kind of like Mitch and Leanne were like, we want to pursue Army, blah, 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 blah. They were driving him home. He was passed out. And they were like kind of like talking in the car. And their dialogue did, if you read it in a different way, they did sound like serial killers.
Yes. Yes, yes, I'm glad you touched on that because
Mm-hmm.
it was good that they didn't have sex with him that first time, but they're literally like, we have to get him.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
in sync.
Mm-hmm.
Again, right off the bat, they're just like completely together of like, this man is not capable of doing things or making decisions right now, but we're gonna make sure. It's very
Yes.
like 2 Elmer Fuds tracking a wascally wabbit.
Exactly. And I like looked at the dialogue and then I looked at some like famous lines from the Oscar-winning film Silence of the Lambs. And it's like you like they like I don't know, it kind of is just like, do you feel your eyes moving over your body and don't your eyes seek out the things you want? Horny phrase, Hannibal Lecter said it.
Wait, that's a fun game for another time of like,
Yeah.
was it in this book or did Hannibal Lecter say it?
Yeah,
I did not realize you were doing a Silence of the Lamb quote.
That was
even
Silence
though
of the
you
Lambs quote.
just
I
said-
like literally was like, because I should have like worked today and like tried to earn money and I didn't. And I was just like making this table of like those lines. It's like, because like they were referring him as like prey. And it's like, we're going on a hunt. And I'm like, this sounds like the lotion in the basket guy.
It completely did, and that's pretty early on. And yet we stuck around, and you just sort of forget all about it because it's so hot when they do get
cares?
together.
Yeah.
But it is weird. They're like, he is they basically cure him of alcoholism with one good bone. He is so sad over losing the last of his vision.
Yeah.
He's just like drunk a lot in the beginning of the book. And that's his thing to overcome, is being drunk and then not asking for help when he needs to get from one place to the other.
Exactly. Yeah. It was like the men had like really big, insane issues that would never be resolved in 2 weeks. And Leanne was just like, I'm scared to sing my song about dancing in a hallway.
Yeah, I'll sing other songs, but not those songs.
Yeah, I'll sing the reggae version of 99.
Thank you for referencing Silence of the Lambs, because that reminded me, at one point, for some reason, Mitch says, "Will you light my candle?" to Leanne, and it is a reference from Rent, but it is not the line. It is, "Would you?" or, "Oh, won't you light my candle?" And I had to Google that to make sure, because I was like, this doesn't sound right. And that is so funny to me that she didn't like check.
The editor didn't. Yeah.
"Will you light my candle?" And then it's like, Leanne laughs at the musical reference from Rent.
Yeah.
Like,
and they don't even say Rent. They're like, they laugh at the musical reference. So it's like not, I mean,
right.
everyone knows Rent, like whatever, but like if you didn't know it, you'd be like, what?
And then you'd Google it and you wouldn't find it because it's not the right
Thank
quote.
you. Thank you. And finally, there was one line where it was like they were fucking her, and it was like it hit her cervix, and that kind of made me cramp up a little bit. But that's what happens when you fuck Army, I guess. You get
That's what happens when you fuck that long thing.
Yeah, the long thing. Next time I hook up with a guy, I'm gonna be like, "Show me your thing," and just like see what they say. Like, show me your thing.
And then whatever the defining characteristic about their penis is, you should then say blank thing of like, "Wow, you have a curved thing."
Yeah.
"Wow, you got a wide, girthy thing."
Yeah. Wow, your thing's veiny, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's a nice thing.
"Long thing. You make my cervix sing." Okay.
My new favorite song. Well, how can we not close on that beautiful note? Tell us where we can find you, what you're up to, if you want to plug anything, etc.
You can find me. I'm medium on the internet at Time to Get Gill, TIME, the number 2, GETGILL. And we're gross. It took a good long pause, but it's coming back, and we're going to do it at the Elysian Theater on January 25th, 2025.
Awesome. Very cool.
People should come on through, because it's going to be a fun time.
Oh, that's going to be great. Thank you so much for being a guest.
Thank you, Becky. This was fun. Thank you for getting me to, enrich myself.
If you enjoyed today's episode and want to support the podcast, leave a review or comment on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen. Too Stupid to Live has some really exciting stuff planned for the new year, so please stay in touch. Follow the show at TSTL Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and soon on Substack. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening, and have a long or girthy rest of your day. Your choice.